A very good morning, children. Today we will be dealing with the properties of air. What are the properties of air? Number 1. Air occupies space. Number 2. Air has weight. Number 3. Air exerts pressure. Number 4. Air is also needed for burning. Air occupies space. Air is a substance that occupies space. We cannot see air, but we can feel it. Air can be filled into things like balloons, tires, mattresses, etc. Can you see a kicking of a ball? It is also because air occupies space that the ball bladder and the tubes of cars and bicycles can be inflated, that is filled with air. We can fill air into a number of things and use them in different ways. So, we can understand that air occupies space by some experiments. Air occupies space. To prove this experiment, we need a bowl filled with water, an empty glass, and some papers. You can take tissue papers or cotton, whatever is available at home. So squeeze the paper properly and put it at the bottom of the glass and stuff it so nicely so that it will not fall down. Press it firmly. After that, hold the glass upside down and carefully insert it into the bowl of water. Be sure you are not going to tilt the glass. Now, remove the glass and check the condition of the paper. You can see it is completely dry. What does this show? This shows that water could not enter the glass, due to which it is not wet, the paper is dry, as the air could not escape from the glass, so that's why water did not enter the glass. Again, stuff the paper into the glass carefully and be sure that it will not fall down. This time we are going to tilt the glass. Hold the glass upside down and slowly tilt the glass. You can see the air bubbles. Now remove the glass. Check the condition of the paper. Can you see the paper has got wet? Yes, it has got wet and somewhat wet. You can see, yes. So this shows that when we tilted the glass, the air bubbles it came out and the water it entered, and which made the paper got wet. Take a stick and tie two blown up balloons and tie their strings at the two ends of the stick. Balance the stick by shifting the position of the balloon properly. A small piercing slit or safety pin is made in one balloon so that air will slowly come out of the balloon. When all the air has escaped from one balloon, the other balloon with air in it goes down and the stick is not balanced now. From this, we can conclude that air has weight. So, air exerts pressure. For this, we need a glass which is filled with water up to the brim, that is up to the edge of the cup or the glass or a bowl, anything you can take at home. Then, You need a cardboard or a glass cover, which is a stiff and hard. Now you have to cover the glass with the cover or the cardboard. Be sure that the air is not trapped between the water and the cardboard. Hold the card in the place with your hand and turn the glass upside down carefully. Okay? Now slowly remove your hand. You can see, isn't it? This is because the air exerts pressure on the card from below to keep the card in place. Here the pressure exerted by air upwards is more than the pressure exerted by water downwards. So this shows that air exerts pressure. Next, we are going to prove that air is needed for burning. This experiment, please do it under the guidance of any adult. As you can see, there are two beautiful candles who are lighted. We have to cover one of the candle so that we will see what happens next. Let's cover the candle with a glass. Can you see the candle blown off? This shows that air is needed for burning. As we have already discussed that air contains many gases, along with that the particles of dust and smoke. It also contains some harmful gases. Dust, smoke, all these things make the air dirty and polluted. This pollution of the atmosphere is caused mainly by the release of smoke and poisonous gases from the factories and from the vehicles. Moreover, the burning of fossil fuels like coal, petroleum, and oil, all these are burnt, which releases poisonous gases and pollutes the air, which leads to atmospheric pollution. Water, water everywhere, not a drop to drink. Did you know that 3/4 of the earth is covered by water? Water is found everywhere in the oceans, in the rivers, lakes, under the ground, and even in the sky as water vapor. Every living being depends on water. Without water, none of us can survive. Our blood is mostly water and it carries oxygen and food to all parts of our body. Water is also needed to dissolve many things. Like if you put a teaspoonful of salt in a glass of water and stir it, then the salt will disappear. What happens? This is because the salt gets dissolved with the water and then it forms a salt solution, where the water is the solvent, the salt, the substance that dissolved in the water, which is called the solute. Water can dissolve many substances, which is known as soluble in water, whereas it cannot dissolve some substances like oil, so that is why they are called insoluble in water. We will be learning in detail about the soluble and insoluble substances in my next video. Till then,